Eagles and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The football and the 2026 season is underway. Coming out with it, it's Carter. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. He's going to take a shot right away. Got it down the field. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And he will
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The run inside. It's Singleton. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
After the misconnection, it's second down. To the air, it's Berry. Here's a heat. Complete to the right. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fakes the grab on the left. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Not even 2 minutes in, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Moving out to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, it's Berry. Good timing on the quick out. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. The quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. And he's going to bring it out. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Running inside, it's Cobb. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have.
Gonna run it. It's Cobb. There's some room. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Snowed under by the defense.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance, so it begs the question.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
To the air, it's Berry. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand.
What an unbelievable one-handed grab by that wide receiver. David, there was nothing that defender could have done on that play.
Yeah, and I don't know what you want these defenders to do. You're right, it was pretty good coverage, but you got so many receivers now that they run so fast, and you got these big targets out wide. And then guess what? They don't even need 2 hands anymore. You know why? Because these gloves are so sticky, it's amazing. You see them down the field, way down the field. Not like this was just a short pass. Just sticks that one mid up there and brings it in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And you tried the quarterback sneak to try to sneak it on the defense, but it was not effective. It went absolutely nowhere. Actually, it did. It went backwards, stuffed on that play.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The transfer has it his first carry. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's caught. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Brown will throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Leaves it with the back. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Rushes on him. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Now adjusting. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. The run inside. It's Singleton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense in press coverage. Working the middle, it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Sometimes slow and steady wins the race, right? Doesn't always have to be 55-yard completions through the air for scores. You saw it on the last drive, bleeding the clock, running and throwing the football, taking care of the football, and capping it off with a score. And you're seeing that again on this drive, too. This offensive line is just taking this game over, and they are in total control, suffocating their opponents.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. To the air. It's Sperry. Back swinging for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. And his slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They'll run it. It's Cobb. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Berry. There's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
He'll start this drive firing. Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job.
There's a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Second down, he'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! And we've got a shootout.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 16, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some
breaks into the open. The 40, at the 30, past the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Finds his tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks. pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Kick is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So here comes the Auburn offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Brown wants to pass. Buying some time. He's going to run it across the 25. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They're down to the 20, first and 10. Using his legs, it's Cobb. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game. Ball security. I can't I got to cover it with 2 hands and make sure I don't turn it over. What a big-time mistake.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Back to throw, it's Sperry. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now second and 10. Running inside, it's Singleton. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Noles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Brown will throw it. Finds his man. It's Nimrod. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Now improvising. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
3rd quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and you could tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Wait,
Can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Makes the grab, it's Robinson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action, maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. He's going to fire deep. Upstairs to make the catch. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Florida State. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. The Seminoles back in the lead.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Brown wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Leap and grab for a big gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Here comes the heat. He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air on second down. Going long. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Run in the red zone, it's Cobb. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him.
Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You know, David, I like the play call in this situation of the game, putting it on the ground, trying to be physical, deep down in your opponent's territory, trying to break this tie and win the game, but, man, you've got to have better ball security.
Yeah, and you got to find a way defensively to make plays. And it doesn't matter how pretty it is, but they did it just that. Like, make a play late in the game, tie ball game, force a turnover, give your offense now a chance to go win this football game for you.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. The give to the back. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Berry. Tosses it incomplete. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Singleton. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. They give it to him again. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, and they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down.
game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. The old coaching cliche, go let her know every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and